Now, Young Thug is getting accused of snitching. Yeah, they saying Young Thug out of all people out here telling, which is wild because for years and years, even when he
who made this shit that fast, bruh? Way too quick.
He was in prison, he was dogging Gunna for snitching. Gunna took that Alfred plea. Thug was like, oh, he telling and he ran with it. But right now, the whole internet kind of going against Young Thug because some interrogation footage dropped the Thug chatting it up with 12, telling him, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Promises, make promises. Anytime you ever make me want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
And so this footage,
that's pretty damning footage if you ask me. That's toughy.
Came out. Now the internet and everybody really got something to say about Thug right now, and people were waiting for Thug to come out and respond.
This police footage, it is always out there, bro. It's always out there. I feel like police don't be deleting interrogations and shit. I think they just go into the back room in some fucking bucket. You know what I mean? I don't think they just throw it out. So always in the back of your head, but you need to know, like, damn, there was that one time 10 years ago, I did snitch. Hopefully nobody finds out. You know what I mean? It could come up, bro.
And as y'all gonna see in this video, the way he treating this situation is not it. This probably the worst look for Thug because honestly, since he got out of prison, he ain't been on the best run. Every time Thug pop out in the news, it's never for, oh, you know, he dropped some hard music or he did this. It's always because he embarrassing himself or he disses somebody who ain't had no reason to be dissed. But let's go back a few months. Thug first got out. He finally free. After years, people was thinking, you know, Thug was about to come out. He was going to be in that mode. I'm talking about straight dropping good music or at least the EP song. No, sir. Thug got free and kind of put his career on the back burner and took the antics full force. Thug got out almost a full year ago, and the only thing we done got from him is a single and a couple features, but we still ain't got no project, we still ain't got no real album release date, none of that. A couple months ago, he was teasing this You Watch Scuddy project. He teased it. He was like, it's coming soon, it's coming June. It never came. So to this day, still no At the Prison Young Thug project. Then, you know, we compare it to his #1 enemy right now, the nigga arch nemesis Gunna. Gunna on the run of a century. Gunna came out of prison. He dropped the album. He dropped the smash hit.
One thing about Gunna gonna go hard. Gunna go hard. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, Gunna wanna. That man came out of jail and said, bro, I'm putting belt to asshole industry non-stop, belt to ass, wham, 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 wham. Slapper after slapper after slapper after slapper. You know what I mean? Thug, on the other hand, he didn't do that. Gunna came back, nigga swole, nigga got off the drugs. I don't know if he was on drugs. Let me pull that back a little bit. But he got swole. I heard he was drinking that. He was drinking lean. So he probably off the lean, nigga healthy, and nigga dropping slappers. Thug, on the other hand, you know, on the other hand, you feel me?
Gunna changed the whole perception around his name because the music he was putting out was that good. Yeah. But we can't say the same for Young Thug. Gunna done followed up good album after good album for years since he done got out of prison. Thug ain't even been out a full year yet, and all we've seen is controversy, no music. People really not liking the music that he done put out. It's not looking too hot for Young Thug. But like I said, Thug gets out, and instead of focusing on good music in his career, he would really get to pushing it with the internet every chance he got. And I mean, even after he got free, he was still throwing shots at Gunna, calling him a rat, basically every chance he got. XXL wrote this back in November last year. This was a month after Thug got free. On Saturday, November 9th, Thug went to X, formerly known as Twitter, to let off a tweet that may come as a surprise to some rap fans who thought everything was cool between Thug and Gunna. As part of Thug's plea deal to get out of jail on probation last week, Brian Steele asked the judge to allow the two rappers to work together, which was granted. A tweet would get sent out that said, Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you. Then he would delete the comment, but before Young Thug could delete it, this is what fans would say. Fans started to respond what he had to say. There was a mixed reaction based on what happened in court last week and those who still believe Gunna is a snitch for taking his own plea deal in the YSL RICO. So some people was like, Gunna a rat. Some people was like, Young Thug, why is you still on this? But remember, Thug got out of jail, but he was on probation. He was on real strict probation. They was telling him to really watch what he say. But low key, I think Twitter and social media as a whole is gonna be Young Thug's downfall. And what I mean by that is you're gonna see him diss these people. You're gonna see him diss Gunna. And even when he was dissing Gunna, people felt the way about that. People was like, maybe this is not the smartest decision after you just came out and got put on this strict ass probation, knowing you gotta watch what you say. So for you to keep dissing this man, it don't seem like a good idea. Then to make it all worse, back when Young Scooter died, rest in peace, they was trying to take Thug freedom away because Scooter passed, right? And instead of Young Thug, not saying anything or just getting online and be like, rest in peace, he started talking about the DA. He started talking about the people that was actually working this case. And when 12 seen that, they was trying to get his probation took. The Variety wrote this. Young Thug has been accused of violating the terms of his probation as Georgia prosecutors are seeking to revoke it over his social media activity. Prosecutors filed a motion to revoke his probation on Wednesday, claiming that Thug violated it with posts on social media. The filing states that he tweeted an image of an investigator with the Atlanta Police Department who was involved in his trial, accompanied by the caption, "The biggest liar in the DA office." In doing so, prosecutors assert that he demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law, the safety of witnesses, and the integrity of judicial proceedings. So, Thug got out. He on his probation. Like I said, I keep saying it, but this nigga knew he had to watch what he say. Yet he would get on Twitter time and time again saying this about this person or saying that about...
Bro, you can't save some niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, some niggas, they gonna find a way they put themselves in some problems. Gunna, he got out of the problem and said, I'm not gonna go back. You feel me? I'm gonna move forward. You know what I'm saying? But Young Thug, he's still holding on to them grudges. He's still holding on to all these problems. Nigga, make a banger. Just make a banger, bro. Make a banger album, bro. Worry about everything else secondary. You are a rapper. That's where most of your income comes from, I would assume. So start rapping. We don't care. We don't want to see all the extraness. We don't want to see you go back to jail because you tweeting. Get on to the next. All them people that was in your life that pulled you back into that, because you should have never been in these problems. I'm not gonna lie. So since getting out of jail, you need to just be moving in the straight and narrow, bro. Straight and narrow. Screw it. All the homies from your old town, send them some bread every once in a while, but be like, bro, I can't even really rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, start a new life, gang. Like, come on, what you doing?
About the next person. But for him to talk about the Atlanta Police Department, an investigator with the Atlanta Police Department, was a crazy decision.
Bro, I thought I couldn't grow a beard. This beard crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what to call this shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even patches. I don't know what the hell this shit is. He need to start taking hymns. You know what I'm saying? He need to start popping them hoes. I started taking them hoes. I wanted my hair to grow longer, thicker. I started taking it. But since then, I started growing hair on my back and my shoulders. That kind of threw me for a loop. I grew hair right here. That shit kind of threw me for a loop. But maybe I might be able to grow a beard one day. You feel me? I keep taking that shit. Maybe, the full shit will connect. You know what I mean? That's what he need. He need to start taking them hymns, boy.
And they was really trying to take his freedom away over this. So when I get to what's going on today and yesterday, you're going to be like, damn, why is Young Thug even still tweeting? This is the worst decision he could be making. But them tweets ain't just in with Atlanta Police Department. The internet was not messing with Young Thug over some of these tweets he was sending out. So a couple months ago, what was this, June or maybe the end of May, Kid Cudi had some problems with Diddy come up. Well, there was...
One thing is, they not catching these rappers. These niggas is getting away. Bro, they gave this nigga Thug a Rico. I'm pretty sure it was Rico. But they giving Thug shit. Nigga make it out. Nigga got out. They give Diddy some shit. Nigga made it out. Nigga made it out. And then people looking at Cassie a little sideways too. Like, oh, you was scheduling your own shit for the freak-offs? You was scheduling your own meetikers for the freak-off? Things starting to look a little sketchy when you start doing a little deeper dive into shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Rappers up. You know what I'm saying? Influencers. Because I wouldn't call Diddy a rapper anymore. He's a mogul, you would say. But y'all let the diddler get away, bro. Nobody gonna respect the Rico no more if y'all keep doing this shit. You need to have all the evidence you gonna do that.
Old problems. If y'all don't know, years ago, early 2010s, Kid Cudi was dating Cassie, the one that's involved with Diddy. So they messing around. Diddy found out. Diddy was like, man, I'm not with that. So he would get mad. He went in dead ass blew up Kid Cudi's car. Now this was all them years ago. Kid Cudi's probably thinking, man, this ain't even ever gonna come up again until Diddy went on trial again. Diddy in trial, y'all know the whole situation going on. And they was calling up witnesses. And one person that needed to be called to that stand was that boy Kid Cudi. So he goes to the stand, he say what he need to do, and he get up out of there. That was that until Young Thug would get on Twitter embarrassing himself once again. Cudi went to court, Thug get on Twitter talking about, damn, Cudi a rat. Which I don't understand why he trying to put.
Bro, shut up. This is Kid Cudi. His name ain't Young Thug, bro. He's not over here screaming out slime, you know what I'm saying? This is Kid Cudi, bro. Let this nigga live. Kid Cudi, he is a civilian. Niggas, civilians can't rap. Civilians can't snitch, my nigga. If we gonna be real. You can't call a civilian a rat. Yes, he's a rapper. He's still a civilian when it comes to the street life. Let that nigga live. He make music about doing drugs. He don't make music about the streets. You feel me? Make an album, bruh. You worrying about the wrong stuff. Make an album.
These street principles on the Kid Cudi. When y'all know Kid Cudi don't really present himself like that. Kid Cudi not no street nigga. Kid Cudi has never portrayed himself to be a part of these street antics or allow these street rules to apply to him. So for Thug to tweet this out, he got hella backlash. It was a big part of the internet really looking at Thug like you are a grown man still tweeting stuff like this. You just beat a Rico and you still tweeting stuff like this.
Facts.
So really over this past year, Thug done been pushing against the snitching agenda. I mean, he been publicly hating rats for years, every chance he got. Like I said, he would basically be on that all rats must die time. And that was cool and all up until these past few days. Now, Thug right now is really looking like the biggest hypocrite in hip hop. 10-year-old. Footage randomly popped up online of Thug speaking to 12, and it wasn't F y'all, I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing. It was a lot of chatter.
This motherfucker from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. Damn, shot at to us. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck it is. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block. I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. You know Roscoe? Man, that man scrub. That fool. I'm like,
you talking way too much, my nigga. You seem nice and cozy with these niggas. Nigga, where's my lawyer, bro? Where's my lawyer? What are y'all talking about?
And when it's touched online, the whole internet, the whole world was on his ass. And I mean, he kind of asked for it, especially with the way he done carried himself since he done got free. What did he tweet a couple months ago? He got on Twitter talking about, if you a rat, you might as well make some gospel music. And people been trolling that man. Go on Twitter right now. All you gonna see is Young Thug gospel memes. They got that nigga in the church. They got him on the church glass. Like, Thug is getting trolled right now. So much so that Hip Hop DX will write this. Young Thug is facing tons of backlash on social media. Been recirculating alleged leaked audio of a 2-hour interrogation in which he appears to name drop Pee Wee Roscoe. According to Thugger Daily Twitter account, the audio originally surfaced 2 years ago, and that account also pointed out that DJ Academics reshared the video at the time. Fans been having a field day with the drama. Many done brought up the ongoing beef with Gunna. Young Thug ratted and he went so hard on Gunna despite him not doing anything against him. Another person said, so he ain't mad at Gunna no more. He can't be after this. So Thug came out and he name dropped Pee Wee Roscoe. So Roscoe did 10 years behind Lil Wayne tour bus getting shot up back all them years ago. And that footage of Young Thug, talking to the interrogators kind of got people feeling like Young Thug was the reason that this man got 10 years because he name dropped him, said he did this, said he did that. And, people was thinking he was about to get online mad, talking crazy about Thug, saying this, saying that, but he would get online and defend Thug. He was like, man, Thug ain't no rat, Thug solid. This when the internet got
that money's solid. That money's too solid. You know what I mean? Yes. Yes. Nigga did 10 years, came out. Thug probably gave that nigga everything he wanted. He's like, yeah. I knew I was gonna hold it down for my dog, do 10 years, and I was gonna get out, bro, about to hold it down. And he did. He's solid, he real. Little do you know, you did them 10 years because this nigga told on your ass. Then again, I didn't watch the whole. That's just at 2 hours. I ain't watching that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Questioning. They was like, is this nigga brainwashed? Did Thug paying the bag? Is YSL throwing that bag over to him for him to be on this side?
Politicking, man. Jeff clean his Listerine, man. Clean his Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you posted.
That's them chains on his neck talking right now. That's them chains on his neck. Them fresh, brand new white teeth, boy. Them white teeth clean as Listerine. You know what I'm saying?
When you go in interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter weed. What the f is wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that.
So is Gunna not a snitch now? I don't know if Gunna signed some shit. He might have shit.
He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real kept it solid, kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So shit, I don't. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR, now y'all don't remember when I was locked up. Now let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, "That's the type of friend you want." He was like, "Man, Roscoe ain't told y'all the damn thing, and we're gonna go and put it on the table." Yeah, man. He said my name. You already told him. Yo, Roscoe wouldn't do nothing like that. Yo, Roscoe sell him weed. Roscoe, yada yada. Nah, man. Come on, man. He ain't never put me on the scene or no crime or attachment to no crime. If anything, he helped me. That could have costed him. So come on, man. Y'all got to be crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, nigga. A rat is that shit like, now, like, you see what's going on. You can't buy me. You can't pay me. Come on, man. I'm just like this Infinity. Third eye open, man. You feel what I'm saying? Well connected, overly respected. My mama couldn't do that shit behind. You feel what I'm saying? You know how good it feel, nigga? They say I told, I stole, I rolled. You feel what I'm saying? They said everything about P. You know what I'm saying? I turned them over to a G. Come on, man. No, selective politics, what y'all doing. Why 6ix9ine ain't no good? Y'all hanging with Gunna, Boston Richie, all these red ass in the game, you feel what I'm saying? That on road and told and got on the stand with on demand. Yeah, that ain't, come on, bro. I'm looking at the internet every day. Y'all let a nigga get on the stand and say he tricked him. I ain't nothing tricking about that, man. Come on, man. I love you, Jeffrey. You kept it overly real. Out of 30, man, only one I can look in the eye, cause you know about law, you my only co-defendant, man. Come on, man. We still here with no tear, man. Made it through the storm without a bruise. And now I see the world is totally confused.
But Thug will respond back to all this footage saying,
Niggas trying to drop bars and shit. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It sounded, the shit that he said sounded crazy to me. But I can also get on the side, say, you probably just trying to wiggle your way. You know, you gonna lie to them niggas, tell them a whole lot of this, whole lot of that. Shit that ain't really true type shit.
and this. They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Rat where? Wasn't just Young Thug responding to this though. YSL Mondo, co-founder of YSL, would get online, not defending that nigga, but calling him a rat, saying that people was brainwashed, saying that Thug is snake.
A nigga just beat a Rico. Come home, still talking about nigga rat. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your ass, bro. Cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a Rico and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and bought your bitch in the ass. But that ain't the key. Brainwashed people. He still got more bit talking about, and y'all heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers talking about AI. They did that in the third, and oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12, bust out and say these words. If y'all talking about a nigga like Gunna ratted from saying yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a nigga a rat by saying they said Roscoe shot the bus up, and then Roscoe did 10 years behind, and you just got on the internet talking about didn't rat on you? Boy, your ass so brainwashed, it's sickening. Y'all need daddy figures, and y'all sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around. Maybe a nigga put me on. Maybe a nigga I can get rich. I'm not studying the internet, but I'm just letting y'all know how brainwashed and weird the world and the internet is. Y'all, Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind shit. Roscoe, you did 10 years behind me, brother. And you just come on the internet and say a nigga didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times.
And so after Thug got all of this backlash, he would get on Twitter trying to defend himself.
No cap, though. No cap. Like I said, it just sound like ratting to me, bro. It sound like ratting to me. But then again, I'm a civilian. It sound like he giving a little bit too much information to them niggas. But I ain't watched the whole 2 hours. And that's the only reason I'm saying, you know, maybe he didn't snitch on a nigga. And he blowing smoke up the cops' asses and shit.
But it ain't go well with the internet. Every time he would say something, the fans would just clown him. The internet would just clown him. And he would get on Twitter and say this. This motion got filed because the detective lied and said I made a statement in the back of a police car. Stupid, that would never happen. And then he would post the paperwork along with the tweet. The paperwork would say this. Based on information and belief, the prosecution and some of its witnesses, including but not limited to Detective Quinn, may wrongly stated that Jeffrey Williams was in the back of the police car at some point and gave information on the murder case. Same is untrue. However, same also places Young Thug character in issue by being in the locked police car and having information on a murder case. So Thug would tweet this out. But this where other people in the industry will, step in. Rollo, another Atlanta rapper, will apply to Young Thug saying this. Well, bitch, I lied to the feds for real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off. I wasn't right. So now you're going to have to go through what me and Gunna went through. And we waiting on that gospel album too, twin. And Thug will respond back to this in probably the worst way he could have. He basically said, I snitched and I'm sorry. Thug would say, see, the difference between me and you is one of your friends said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed to try to prove a point to detectives that we wasn't beefing with them. See the difference? And let's not forget, you told Fonny you would take the stand on me and Lucci, in our case, to get out of jail. But what? Thug really embarrassing himself right now. What do you mean you made an honest mistake saying that you sold Lil Wayne some Zop? And
that's
the
facts.
Response to this tweet,
that's facts.
It got Young Thug in hell right now. Every tweet is saying, oh, so Young Thug admitting he ratted. Niggas saying Young Thug a rat. They making rat memes. You know the pit with Young Thug reaching over Lil Durk?
Bro, niggas said I ratted by an accident. The difference between me and you is you ratted and I ratted by accident. I ratted by a mistake. I don't know if that goes down with street rules. Accidentally ratting. I don't know if that's street rules. I don't know street logic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know gang moves. You feel me? But I don't know.
Them, they turned that nigga to a rat. They cooking him right now. So, in other words, Thug did all this dissing Gunna, dissing rats just to basically admit he told, and then it was a quote-unquote honest mistake. And it was everybody weighing in on this situation.
Man, I ain't gonna cap with y'all, man. Listen, I'm having a absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von. I listen to killers. I don't want to kill people, and I don't care about killers. I don't even like killers. I don't like criminals, but I listen to the music. I'm watching the street right now. They're going through hell. Yo, everybody, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when streets have to prove themselves to us. Because we watching like, we really don't care, but sure, crash out. Go ahead. We'll just keep watching.
Hey, listen, I'm finna slaughter Young Thug. I got the Anton Daniels tonight. I got Big Bank Saturday. I got Say Cheese TV tomorrow. I'm finna go on a run with this real. Thanks for that alley hoop, Thug. Thanks for that alley hoop, young. I'm finna go on a run. Say, I'm coming down court behind the back. I'm finna go on a run, baby.
That nigga tweaking, bro.
Say, listen, I prophesied this. Right now, Say Cheese TV is looking at all these old videos. I told y'all Young Thug was gonna tell it. I told y'all.
I'm always willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug ass locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months locked up in them conditions like that there, he'll tell to get out of jail too. He about ready to break.
Listen, I have destroyed the hip hop community. I have single-handedly, me and Lil Woody, when I Woody did, I started first. I have single-handedly destroyed the hip-hop community. You can't deny that. You have the right to remain silent. The street niggas I used to watch before, they said, I don't want to talk to no motherfucking police. Fuck you talking to me for? Take me back. You gonna bring it. First thing they tell you before you sit down is, you do know you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have a right to attorney. You have a right to have an attorney present. We don't talk to police. Man, we're willing. I'm finna call Scarface. Scarface got a whole song talking about we don't talk to police. I thought, man, what is he doing? Talking a 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Yak got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all. Hip hop is fake. They pick and choose. Come on over with me, Young Thug. Turn in your jersey, Young Thug, and come on over here and sit down with the tattletale niggas. You didn't take the stand, but you told. You tattletale. Come on over and come gonna tell. I'm telling everybody gonna tell. Everybody's gonna tell at some point when they get in trouble with the law. You can't beat the Lizzo. You cannot beat the Lizzo. I know I can't beat him, so I join. I learned that little bitty boy.
I can't beat him, so
the
I
only
join.
problem in life is watch him on world.
He right though, bro. He right. I feel like if we gonna keep it a thou wow, bro. If a real hardcore street nigga, if he not in jail, chances are he about to go to jail. Or he snitching. You the luckiest nigga in the world to be doing the slimiest shit possible and getting away from it. 2, you about to go to jail. They putting together that RICO on your ass. Or 3, you done snitched before. You know what I'm saying? That's a 1 in 3 chance. You know what I'm saying? 1 in 3. And if you are not in jail, that's a 2. That's a 2 out of 3 chance. That's a 50% chance that you about to go to jail. They about to get your ass. Or you done snitched before. That's the only thing that really makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
But
there's too much technology now, bro. Like, you can't get away with a lot of shit that people used to get away with.
Situation's still going on, and it's getting more updates like every hour. And I don't know what it is about Young Thug, but he really has been this controversy machine since he done got out of prison. And it's not like, oh, he a controversy machine, but he feeding the streets. Thug ain't feeding the streets. He's only been feeding niggas controversy. He's only been giving people more reasons to not like him as a person. Young Thug is a legend. That nigga done had classics on classics. But with the way he's showing himself and the way he's showing his character, people is really looking at Thug interesting. They like, nigga, you is too old to still be acting the way you acting. You a grown ass man and you bringing up rats every sentence. You bringing up Gunna every chance you get. So people is like, what are we talking about?
Facts. And Gunna's making you money, nigga. If you really stand on that rat shit, cut that nigga from your label. I think he's still on the label. But if you really standing on that rat shit, like, I don't fuck with no rats, nigga. Gunna, I don't know you, nigga. I don't know you. We not friends. Nigga, release the nigga from the contract. Or, bro, you're cooked, nigga. You not dropping nothing. Your shit ass. You not dropping a damn thing. But he ain't doing neither of those.
But then Twitter is just making it all worse. And what I'm saying this is because, like I said before, Thug is sitting here on this strict ass 15-year probation where they probably watching every single thing he's doing, everything he's saying, every move he making. 12 is watching because you know they waiting on this nigga to slip up one time so they can.
Nigga about to get a double RICO. He said, if I gotta tell you to spin and I don't want to be, I forgot what the shit was. But he said some shit like, if I gotta be the one to tell you to spin, then I don't want you around me type shit. You know what I mean? So he's just telling niggas, yo, go willy-nilly out here, nigga. I know I used to tell y'all niggas what to do, but I don't even gotta tell y'all no more. Just go do some shit. And nigga, go catch a hat, nigga. Go do some shit.
Shit him back. So for him to get on Twitter and defend himself from snitching allegations, basically admitting that, oh, I lied to the police and I didn't say this and I did that, like they not watching him, like they not waiting for him to slip up just one time so they can send him back to the pen.
No
Thug
cap.
got too much money to even be responding to some shit like this. Because me personally, if I was him, I'm not responding to none of this. I'm not calling nobody no rat. I'm not talking about the DA on Twitter. I'm not even responding to people calling me a rat. Because now I got too much money for that. Let's say I was Thug and I did rat. I'm still not going to respond because I like my freedom. And then it's like Thug done seen firsthand that they tried to take away his freedom over some tweets. Yet he gonna get on here and do all this crime talk on Twitter and all this rat talk. This is a terrible move. Then on top of that, what? All this rat allegations coming out. 21 Savage done following him. The fans just looking at him sideways. What's next for Thug? I don't really know, but this is a real bad look, and I'm gonna need this nigga to lock in.
Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.